Hey, Adam and Lauren here again with Auburn Duesenberg Company. A few weeks ago, we showed you a pretty cool car that we got in the shop. It's an Auburn Cabriolet, 1934. Super rare car, salon, very special car. In good shape and really complete, actually, and really excited to have it here, being such a unique car. But wanted to give you a brief update on it today. We started the mechanicals on it, and so wanted you to just see that, update you on it. I think it's a neat thing for you guys to see. So Lauren, tell us, what have we done so far? What did we find when we opened the engine up? Obviously the V12 I think are just such cool engines, but what did we find when we opened this one up?
So initially we wanted to see if we could actually get it running in the car before we pulled it, so we could do compression tests and all of that. Kind of did a just quick wiring job on it to make the coils and distributor hot, and checked the firing order and temporarily put some plug wires on it. Checked to make sure it had fluids and all that. To our surprise, it actually started right up. And
like it's been parked for we don't even know how long.
Yeah,
it started
up and idled like a sewing machine, just as quiet and smooth as it could be. Compression checked really decent on it. We're pretty happy with the compression. So from that point, we just decided to pull it out so we could detail the engine out and everything. So we didn't do a full rebuild. We didn't find it necessary on this engine. All the cylinders spec'd out within a couple of thousandths. We went and checked all the main bearings, rod bearings. They were all within a couple of thousandths except for the thrust bearing. The crank thrust bearing was the only thing we had to replace internally, just to get it a little bit better, less play in front to back movement on the crankshaft. Timing chain was a little wore out, stretched out a little bit, so we got a new timing chain to go in.
So do we think that this was a rebuilt engine, or we think it's just very low mileage? Like
very low mileage, because it didn't have any stamped pistons in it, like it had been bored or anything like that in its life, like 20, 30, 60 over, whatever. So I think it was just a really well taken care of low mileage engine. Wasn't driven very much.
Oh, very good.
Basically at this point we're going back together with it, putting new gaskets and everything in it, making sure the whole valve train's adjusted out, kind of getting it together to a point to where we can paint it. We cleaned the engine up real good. We vapor blasted it, ice blasted it. That way we didn't have any residue or anything caking in places we didn't want it to. So yeah, it's pretty close to being ready for paint. We're waiting on the generator to get repaired. It needed some internal parts. So once it's done, it can go back in. Timing chain and timing cover can go back on. And we'll get it all painted up nice.
So kind of when cars come in here or engines like this, kind of the assumption is we're going to need to rebuild it.
Right.
Like we're going to, I mean, they're old or they've been sitting. You've got rust, you've got pitting. I mean, obviously, you're talking about tolerances. Sometimes those are off. Like there's just, I mean, a lot can go wrong, a lot that can deteriorate over time.
Right.
So that's kind of our default. Like it's going to need a rebuild. And we gave the customer an estimate for a rebuild. That was his expectations coming into it. But in this case, we were pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
But we don't feel, just to confirm, we don't feel like we're compromising. We don't feel like, oh, it would be better if. We do feel like this is in good shape and it's ready to go and has lots of years left in it, lots of life left in it.
Yeah, real good shape. The car was obviously very well taken care of. It had been probably sitting inside its entire life. The finish of it was really good as well. Just hardly any corrosion at all. It was just a well-preserved engine.
Yeah, well, that's great. Yeah, that's good news.
It's always nice. It's refreshing to see one like that.
Right. Yeah, because normally our big part of our job is presenting bad news.
Yeah.
And on 100-year-old cars, a lot of times I feel like it's worst case scenario a lot of the time. So it is nice to get one that you're like, wow, okay, this one's actually in good shape and it's been preserved well, like you said. So so that's good. Good news. So you said the next step is painting?
Yeah, once we get a few more pieces back, we'll get it in the booth and get it sealed and painted and looking good, and then we can continue assembly after that, like the intake and exhaust manifolds, carburetors, all of that.
Cool. Okay, transmission, what's the information on that?
Transmission right now is being opened up. It's actually over here on the bench. We're checking it out, checking all the gears, synchronizers, bearings, seals, and everything,
Yeah.
making sure they're all good. We're just now kind of getting into it, so we'll have an update later on that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, that's good. What about body, chassis? What other things are we doing? What's going on at the same time, or is it kind of just working on this right now?
This right now, we're about to build some braces for the body to get the body off the chassis, because we are going to be going through all the suspension bushings, steering, brakes, all new brakes, bearings, seals, all that. Go through the rear end, the differential, check tolerances and adjustment. So all that's going to start happening here real soon, and then we'll just see how far the customer wants to go from there.
Right, and so one of the things we did talk to the customer about is he wants to get the rolling chassis, wants to get the engine built, like all of that part of the process, chassis, engine, transmission, like you said, suspension, front end, rear end, all of that. A rolling chassis that's restored, ready to go, and then kind of see where we're at from a budget perspective, see where he wants to go from there, and kind of what the next steps are. But we're hoping at that point we'll begin the process of body work and all that. A lot of times we can do that at the same time. One part of the shop is working on one thing, another part of the shop's working on the other aspects of it. But in this case, we're going to get it to that finished rolling chassis state before we kind of evaluate and move on.
And the car's worth going the extra distance, since it's a rare car and a valuable car.
Very nice car. It's a beautiful car. It's one of my favorite body styles with the Auburns, and it is special, like you said, rare car that. And it'd be a shame not to be able to finish this restoration. We want to do it right, and a customer does too. And I think it'll be really neat getting it, each step of that process a little bit closer to the finish line on it. So it'll be good.